Welcome to another episode of the Marketing School, where we talk all things marketing for your business. I am Erica Martin. My job is to educate you on how to market your business the easiest, simplest way that will actually move the needle in sales. So let's dive into a topic that I am super passionate about called branding. Now, branding is a big it's a big topic in marketing, right? So a brand is basically how your audience views who you are as a company. And newsflash, you are 100% in control of that. You are in control of what people think about your brand, how they interact with your brand. It is all up to you. How they perceive your brand is up to you. We often think we create these, brand graphics like a logo, photography, and then we just wait for people to interact with it, which is backwards. We need to create the brand with intention so it can capture the right audience. So then we can have a really good experience and build that like, know, and trust factor when it comes to growing our business. A brand provides that identity. So let's talk about the reasons for a brand and what is really included in your brand. So a brand is basically recognition, right? When I worked for Target Corporation in marketing, Target had a brand. You could see a Target ad on TV, a commercial. You could know immediately that it was Target because they had such a solid brand. They, even without even putting the logo on there, the red and white, those two-tone kind of ads that they ran for a while, again, Target. You knew their photography, you knew everything about because they branded it so well. So it is so important for a business of any size. I don't care if you are a single business owner, entrepreneur running your own thing, or if you are a 20, 30, $40 million company, you need a brand. And we are going to talk at the end of this video, so stay tuned about how exactly to do this. So it gives you consistency and it makes you different. If you've watched any of my other videos, the goal for social media is to show how different you are. The goal of marketing is to call out your business and how different you are from the competition. So that is what a brand will help you do. It also provides an emotional connection. It builds that trust because our goal is to get people to like, know, and trust us, right? Like is the first stage. Know who we are, come back for more information, and then trust us in the future. That is what a brand will help you do. It also helps you with storytelling, telling that entire picture. A brand will help you build perceived value. Do you have a quality product? Do you offer a service at a higher level, a higher ticket item that, again, the brand will help you build that quality, that perception? That is what a brand will do. It also helps you build consistency. We've talked about that before. So consistency. A brand also helps you effectively communicate. It is the foundation when we are working within the marketing realm. It is the foundation of marketing. We always start with that brand. We start with the brand. We come up with a strategy. We come up with a plan. And then boom, clients are off, growing their businesses. So that brand is the first touch point, right? It's the first touch point that I look at as a marketing expert. And it's the first touch point that your customer has. Even if you put a video out on TikTok, for example, you are representing your brand, your lighting, what you're saying, your bio. It is all part of your brand, even if you don't have your logo on there, right? So your logo is a tiny, tiny, tiny part of that brand. So let's go into that in a second here. So it also helps you create a really good framework for marketing and communication strategies and create cohesive and targeted messages. You have a message, whether you like it or not. You are creating content that has a theme or a message. So we need to make sure that it is on part of your brand. It also helps you, again, with a competitive advantage. This is by calling out what makes you different, right? We don't need to repeat what our competitors are doing. We need to be different. Different is what's going to sell. So it helps you with creating your market position, which is your market position is basically how you are perceived in the market. What do you do? What do you stand for? What are your values? And it can be a benchmark for your industry. And again, setting those standards and others to follow. It also helps with customer loyalty. If you have a good brand, a good message, all of that, people will come back. They will want more. Business value. It will help you build equity. Good, strong brands have value to business and are known as brand equity. So again, my brand as a marketing company, we are very much a marketing advisory firm and coaching company. We have a strong brand in the industry known to help people take the complex of marketing, make it simple, and make them make money. That is what we do. I'm a simplifier. I do not want to work with companies that are, looking for these massive, millions of dollars in ad spend and, massive complex funnels and blah, blah. I don't want to work with that. I want to work with people that are just learning how to market their business, or they've been marketing for a long time and they're just not seeing conversion. That is what I want to do. So going over why you need a brand, that was basically that. So let's talk about what's included in your brand. Obviously, your brand is visual. There's going to be what your photography looks like, what your videos look like. There is going to be the aspect of your logo, your colors, your font. That is all part of your visual part of your brand. Understand that. If you need help with that, let me know in the comments. I am happy to create more videos and get you on the right path for that. Inside the marketing school, which is a very robust program, meeting people where they're at. We have different types of levels within the marketing school. Check out the show notes and you can definitely find out more about that. When you are looking at the marketing school, we always start with the brand. No matter where we're going, we always look at people's brand. So we have the visual aspects back to this. We have the visual aspects. We then have the messaging. What do you do? What problem do you solve for your audience? You need to make that crystal clear when it comes to making social media marketing content. The content is what's going to get you in front of the people, right? So what do you do? Who do you help? Who do you serve? Now, take it a step further. What problem do you solve? Marketing is basically problem solving. It's telling people, how do we solve problems? How does our business solve the problem? So that is part of your brand, having that message of who do you help, what problem do you solve, and what can you do for them? What's that outcome that you're going to get for them in the future? That is all part of a really good brand. So we have the visual part, we have the messaging part, and then we move into, showing up as your brand online, making sure everything is consistent, making sure that your website, again, visual, is very consistent with what you're saying. Now, there's also the tone of voice, right? The tone of voice, and people think is like, okay, not your my monotone voice. I'm talking about the tone and the words that you are saying. If I sent an email, for example, if I sent an email out today and the email was written by ChatGPT, which is amazing. A lot of people use it. A lot of people should. If I sent a ChatGPT email out to you on a Tuesday and on a Thursday, I wrote that email myself to you as part of my email marketing system, you are going to know who, again, unless my ChatGPT is really well trained, and that is something that we definitely do inside of the marketing school. We help you train those ChatGPT bots. But if I am going to send out that email and you are going to get one that sounds very robotic, and then on 2 days later, you're going to get one that sounds more like me, like a human, that is completely going off a brand voice. You want your voice to be crystal clear. You want it to sound like you in every single email. Again, you can train ChatGPT to sound like you. I use ChatGPT for every single email, but I also go in and once it creates the email, I go in and tweak it so it sounds like me talking. So Again, the voice, the messaging, it's all part of your brand. Your brand is how people are going to perceive you, right? It's the link in your bio. It's the blog post you wrote. It's, like I said, email marketing. It's if you're sending out text message marketing, it's that. It's all of the things that are going to have perception for your audience included, right? It's all of those things. So having a really good brand and starting there with really laying out, okay, what do I want to tell people, right? What do I want the look and feel of my business to be? What are my colors that I want to bring into this? What does my video editing look like? What does my photography look like? That is all part of your brand. And that is exactly how to have and build a very good brand. So thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Marketing School. Check out the Marketing Schools with an S.com. You will find multiple programs we have for you and meeting business owners where they're at to help them move the needle in their marketing. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.